Hello, hello, and welcome to the Paint Girly channel. Well, I had I guess, at least 2 hours, if not 3 hours, to get ready this morning for my stream. And I started sorting buttons. Well, that takes a lot longer than I anticipated. So, once again, I didn't get everything done I wanted to get done. Oh, you know what? I forgot to go in and while I'm waiting for y'all to come in, I forgot to go in. I've got to get myself into a routine here. I forgot to go in and mark my stream so I don't get any bibby bots. All right, let's see. It takes me a while before I figure out how to actually do this. I like to do it ahead of time because you might get some reverb or whatever they call it here. Wait a minute, I'm not finding what I need to find. Let me go in here. I got to go edit video. It might get noisy for a minute. Gosh, I can't believe I didn't do this again. I'm a silly girl. Silly, silly. All right, there. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Hello, Roberta. I'm Lori. And good morning, Gail. Good morning, good morning. All right, so I got some kind of a pop-up. Oh, I don't know if it was on Facebook or where, but it was Treasure Books. Good morning, Barbara. And I think her name is Natasha. Safia, hi. And she is so adorable, okay? She's got that cute little accent. She works everything out for you. She does step by step. She's got a lot of great ideas. And this intrigued me because it was buttons. And so look at me. I looked up the link. I hope that works. I can't tell because I'm on StreamYard. So she was making darling little trees. Oh, that's okay, Gail. So I just threw a couple together once I got my beads somewhat sorted. And for our warm up today, I'm going to show you how I made these and how Natasha does it. Well, she showed two. If you watch the whole video, she showed a couple different ways that she did it. So what you want to do is, if you've got buttons, you want to get buttons that are varying in sizes, starting with larger buttons to be the base. Now she uses, I think, 2 of the same size for each layer. And I think you need, hey Pam, I know, aren't they adorable? I think you need probably a good 6 or 7 different sizes. Now, I didn't pull out because I didn't have time. By the time oh, thank you, Barbara. Barbara said the link works. So by the time I sorted my beads, I didn't have time to find where I have my bead cap, not beads, buttons, bead caps and whatnot to decorate these. So keep that in mind. I've been rearranging stuff and I don't remember where anything is. Duh. So, and hey Dixie, good morning. See, this one I did more in seasonal colors. This is more of a neutral kind of a look. And this again is more seasonal and then has a little sleigh charm on it, which she puts some charms, but you could put beads, you could put, whatever you have really. So I had a hard time with this particular size button. I don't have too many in this size button, and that's really quite a difference, isn't it? Let's see. This one's just going to be all different crazy colors. I got some smaller ones in here. This one still has thread in it. It's very charming. Yes, it's very charming. And then as I was putting my last one together and I'm watching my little timer clock tick down, I thought, ooh, I wonder how, and then I had another idea. So I might do that. Because like Natasha said, I mean, these are trees, but you could really do them, in any lineup that you wanted. These are supposed to look like trees. So let's see. I'm going to line up a couple of more. And she did some neutral colors because that's what she likes. She's not so much into the red and green, which, not all of us are. I think I'll move those up and maybe put these here. And let me see what I have. Grab a couple of gray. I found a bunch of buttons that I had I had a bunch of grays. They were all strung together. That's the way that I bought them. They're a little smaller. I'd like to have a different color there, though, if I could. I had a hard time with the smaller size. It's a little thick. Let's see if I can find another. This guy's kind of little. And then she was building them from the bottom up, and then she built some from the top down. I'll show you what I mean. See, now this button, when you turn it over, kind of looks like a dome. Can you tell? So I thought that would be cute for the top. And then I was just looking at my beads, and I don't have any beads. Hi, Mina. Oh, welcome home. I don't have any beads that have a big enough hole that I've been able to get my thread through. So that's a little curious. I guess I'm going to use that one, see how it works. And then I probably should have a really small one for at the top. Let me just do one of those. So what you want to do is you want to get a length of some type of thread, twine. You probably could use a thin wire, ribbon. I think you could use embroidery thread. That probably would drive me crazy because you've got, like 6 strings. Oh, Gail's not feeling well. Oh, sorry, Gail. So now she put a little on some of hers. She put, see this little, like would be a tree trunk. On this one, I had an old heart button. I stuck that on the bottom. And the reason I used that one is because, see, the holes were going the correct way. I have holes that go the opposite way in heart buttons, but I don't, that might be a little fiddly. I think my heart would be facing the wrong way on the bottom. See, and I don't have a whole lot of little tiny buttons. So for this one, I'm going to start this one bottoms up, and I'm stacking 3 little buttons here to be my tree trunk. You could make cute little earrings. All right, so let's see. Now this is a 1/16 ribbon. I don't necessarily want red for this, but I had a hard time getting that through some of the buttons. I have little tree earrings made out of little crystals, which is basically the same idea, and I absolutely love them. I've got them in green, and I've got them in white and blue. So what you wanna make sure you're doing, first of all, if you're cutting your thread or whatever you're gonna use, I would suggest you cut it on an angle. It kinda makes a point. Now, these are probably gonna get banged up a little bit, so you might have to keep trimming. So, and Natasha really didn't give a hey, Vanessa, give a length, of fiber that she was using, but if you're about 14, 15 inches, you should be good, okay? The other tip she gave is that if you use your threads at an offset them a little bit, you'll have an easier time, um, threading it through the button. Vanessa says she wants to begin we're gonna be oh, she wants to start the new year with a clean room. Well, that's a good goal. Now, if your button has 4 holes like this little guy does, you don't wanna use the 2 holes next to each other, you wanna use the holes that are opposite, and all you're gonna do is thread them through and pull that down to the bottom like that, okay? And then you're just gonna stack them. Now, depending on how the buttons are, you may wanna stack them bottom to bottom or top to top to bottom. It just depends on how you want it to go. So I'm using 3 here to make my tree trunk. Welcome, welcome to all who are coming in. Hi, Angie Brown. I heard a lot of, I don't hear them now. It's quite quiet. Let me see. I think my camera's just, let me move that a little bit. We had fire engines coming through, and I think they come through with Santa. I don't know why I always think it's Christmas Eve, but I think it's probably today. All right, so now I'm going to use my larger brown, and I'm going to put 2 that are about this size. And when you bring that down, it's going to make, you can see like I have a little tree trunk starting there. And then I'm going to do another one. Now you can, of course, color coordinate. Oh, look, this still has thread in it. This old button. You can color code these. These would be cute, like hanging on the back of a journal, book bag. Really, anywhere. Anywhere, anywhere. They'd be cute hanging on a package. I'm thinking about making a couple of these. I didn't do that yet, Dixie. Our weather has not been great. So I'm going to suggest to her maybe Tuesday evening because I think it's going to, and then we're getting some bad weather again on Thursday. And by bad, I mean just rainy and cold, which I know at 94, she's not going to want to come out in that. So, but we baked more Christmas cookies tomorrow, and I've got my little hot chocolate cups. I'm all ready to go. We're just trying to wait on the weather. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for asking, though. I think she'll really have fun. Okay, so now I'm taking the next size and I'm just threading. If you hold your strings down. Gail said she just looked at the thermometer when she took the dog out. It was only 12. All right, now I'm going to do these white. Now see, I'm having a hard time using that button. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really a cool button. I might have to put that in the Lori do not use pile. I'm such a freak. Such a freak. Now that's nice and flat. And this one, I think I'm going to do the flat sides together. So you just keep pulling them down. Now, if you only have small buttons, you could do, just a small tree, and that would look cute, right? So the idea is you want them to graduate in size. Now I'm getting to the place where I think I might have to trim my. I know, right? It's hard. Hey, there's Peggy. Hi, Peggy. Peggy made these trees the other day. Peggy, did you get the idea out of your own head? I have a feeling you're one of those gals that come up with these creative ideas on your own. I never gave this a thought until I saw the treasure book thing. Okay. See that guy there? He's starting to get, see how it's starting to get all flat and squished out? Yep. I bet you it was the same one I saw, Peggy. We're on the same, probably the same algorithm shoots stuff to us. So if you just come in and you're wondering, I got this idea from Treasure Books, Natasha, and I put the link in. It's at the very beginning of the stream. And I don't know, I started to look at a lot of my beads because I thought some beads would look cute on the top, and she used like the bead caps, and I know I have some of those. I just don't know where I've put them. And gosh, all my beads have like just the tiniest holes. All right, so now this one's really going to be a tall tree. You may not have to double up your buttons. Double up your buttons. And just remember, if you have 4 holes, look at that button. It's funny. I don't know how I'm going to make out here. This button, it looks like the holes kind of broke through and it's all like one. See if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, this one I don't know. It looks a little funky. And now I'm going to put a little tiny one on top. Now she used, gosh, I don't know what the knot is called either. It's like you just wrap it around your fingers and you make a knot. Peggy said, I thought her trick to keep the threads at different. I know, right? That's what I said to the girls before you popped in. If you offset your threads, it's easier to get them in. Now, see, the ones that I've made, I just tied the top really tight, but she did one of these loopy knots, and then I used a pokey tool too to help tighten down. Hey, Judy O. Um, but I'm just going to put a square knot on top because with the buttons, I couldn't figure out. Girls, I'm going to have to take a loo break already. I don't know. My system is just not right this morning. I need to have a little. See, you want to pull it down tight. Now, you can use a jump ring if you have a jump ring. If you want to add a little charm, or I just put my charm on my rope, on my twine. I tried not to drink so much juice this morning. Now, you may want to You may wanna loop that, or you may wanna put your charm on a jump ring, but see, I didn't pull mine out. And then I'm just gonna do one of these here kinda knots. Does anybody know what that's called? I know I just started, gosh, I've only been on here 20 minutes. But look how cute that is. This would look better with a jump ring, alright? Alright, girls, I'm gonna quick go tinkle, and I'm gonna be right back, and, we're gonna do another one. I'm gonna do the next one top to bottom, okay? And I'll go quick. Bella, Mom doesn't have any food for you. You had your breakfast. I just thought I might have some jewelry findings here. This might have a few things in it. Because Natasha did one with claw, like a, what do they call them? A lobster claw clasp. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome to anyone else who's come in. Now these are a little too big, I think. Let's see what else I have in here. This is more for like a, oh, thank you. I'm enjoying this color too, Safia. This is my nail dashes. They're glue-ons. That's maybe more like for a tassel. Here's a couple of jump rings. Oh, here's a little one. Okay, okay, let's think about that. That might be a little small, but let's see what else I got in here. Oh, that might work for, Okay, so this one, oh, this is better. All right. Woohoo! All right, so this one, right, a double dangle. Well, that's what I was thinking, Gail. I was going to do one more like she did, and then I was going to show you what I was thinking about this morning as I was preparing. Okay, so this time I didn't dig out any different color um, ribbon or thread. I just have, oh, and that's, I'm lying to you. Look, I have some of this gold here. Let me try gold. So this is what I use when I'm attaching a string for my light bulb ornaments. So what she did was she took her piece of string, thread, whatever she was using, and she did that little loopy thing up at the top. Well, it's at the bottom. You fold your thread in half, and she wanted it to be real small. This one's probably a little bigger than what we need, but you can see what I'm doing there. And so now I'm working from the top down. So I'm going to start with my dish that has my small and semi-small buttons in it. And again, she recommends, and like Peggy said, I think this was genius, that you offset your threads, one shorter than the other, and you'll find that they will go into your buttons a lot more easy. Now, this gold stuff tends to really get beat up. And like I said, if you weren't here, you don't want to go into the buttonholes. If it's 4 buttonholes, you want to go into opposite. You don't want to go into the holes next to each other because you want it to kind of be centered. I know. That's what took me so long getting ready today. Oh my gosh. I thought, why did I decide to do this? I should have done. We went to our daughter's yesterday and made cookies, and oh my gosh, we got home around 3 in the afternoon, but we were beat to the socks. Beat to the socks. So I had plenty of time this morning, I thought, till I started digging through my buttons. I could do that all day, to tell you the truth. All right, so now I'm going to go to my next size, and hopefully, now I'm coming down to the end of my gold coil thread type here, so it's real curly. It's got a curl. So now this is just a 2-button hole button. And then once you get messing around with this, you'll decide whether how you want your buttons to be, whether you want them to be bottom to bottom, bottom to top, because I don't know that you really want a gap if you can avoid a gap. Woo! See how it's curling? I was thinking about trying a piece of wire too. That's one thing I think Natasha said she had pulled. You know how you have the wired ribbon and sometimes you just don't want the wire in your ribbon and it's real easy to pull out. See, I saved that. As you know, I save pretty much anything. See this gold stuff. If you're using something like this gold coily stuff, I don't know why I'm calling it. It's like a cord. It's like thin cord. If you're using this stuff, get an extra long piece because you're going to be trimming it off a lot, because really putting it through one button can make it to flay out a little bit. Okay, so they're not a whole lot different. Moving on. So now I want to get something green. This one I'm doing more of a Christmassy look. See, now these I'm going to put bottom to bottom. See how that looks. And then if you don't like the way it looks, take them off and do it again. And I'm doing this not with my reader glasses. I'm doing this with my see what's on your dinner plate glasses. So there's that. I cannot tell you how much easier it is if you offset your threads. It's just, I started out with them even, and I thought, well, let me try what she said, and it's like so much easier. And if you have a thread that's not going to, Dixie says, would it be, yeah, you know what? First of all, for me personally, I wouldn't want to mess with it to have to put on tape. I thought about a little bit of glue and, you know, I didn't want to take the time to let it dry, but you'd have to get a really narrow piece on there to get it through at least most of the buttons I have. Now, see, I don't have two, see how it's not really graduated very well there because my smaller buttons, I'm not really liking that so much, but I'm not gonna, I can always take it apart later, but I'm just going to continue on. Continuing on here. I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with a white one. I do like red, green, and white. Well, I'm making them to show you girls how to make them, but I was thinking I'm going to attach some of these to some Christmas gifts. I think they'll be a good little, I love to wrap. I love to wrap presents and make cool bows and tie things on. Now let's go red. See if you can get both of those threads started. This one's kind of looking like a, to me, like a Grinch tree. And you don't have to have two of everything either. Some of the buttons are thicker. You're just going to eyeball it really and see what you like. See how this guy's stacking up? All right, these, I had a hard time finding buttons in this size here that goes, actually that's probably, I probably needed that up further. It's all in the sizes of your buttons and getting them to, you know, graduate nicely if you want it to look like a tree. But there again, you're going to see in a minute. All right, a couple of minutes. This doesn't necessarily have to look like a tree. Yeah, you could hang them on a book bag, your handbag, a wallet, you know, like a pull tie, on a little tiny, like some of us don't do big trees anymore, a little tiny tree, or if you have a neighbor who has a little tiny tree, you know, a little tiny ornament. Peggy's going to put them on her napkin rings with guest names for Christmas dinner. And they get to take them home. Peggy, that's a fabulous idea. See, girls, you can just go on and on and on with ideas, right? All right, now I need a little bit of a bigger one. That might not be too Hmm. I'm going to go with this brown one here. But if you are inclined to maybe do a little something, say, for your mail carrier, right? Or maybe there's somebody at your pharmacy that you want to just say thank you to, or you just want to give them a little something, a little Christmas greeting or a little thank you note. One of these attached would be adorable, huh? All right, Ange, enjoy. Thanks for popping in. So I think that's enough for that one, right? So then the ones now she had the little tiny buttons and she did the stem. I'm not going to do the stem on this one. She just did her square knot. Left over right and then right over left. And like she said, you could put a little bit of glue on there just to be sure. That's going to stay where you want it. Right? And then she took, like, see on this one, I put a bulb pin. But look, I just found these little lobster claws. The name lobster claw clip is escaping me. Now, I don't think I want that thing on there. Of course, I pulled out the one that doesn't come apart. And then somewhere I think I saw I had a little, here's one, a little jump ring. Now, you can do the tops of these really cute. And like I said, I'm sorry, I don't know where I have my little, you know what I mean when I say bead caps? They're like, they look lacy and you put the thread through them and they just sit over top of the little. You could dangle a charm from the bottom. Absolutely. Absolutely. What was Lori looking for? Oh, pair of pinchers. I need a pair of pinchers. Let's see if I can pull out a pair of pinchers easily. Oh, these are kind of big. So you just want to pull your jump ring apart. Uh, let's try these. So you just take your little jump ring. This is where you have to be a little ambidextrous. I don't do this very often. Okay, Lori's got to put her other glasses down. Hold on. Getting tired of old eyes. I'm ready for eye surgery. So, you're just going to thread that through. Put your little lobster claw clasp on. Straighten this back out. And there you have it. I'm sorry, but how darling is that? This one I didn't even put a charm on. Let's see here. If I can find another clasp, a little jump ring or something. I don't know. I know I've got hundreds and hundreds of them. You know how you buy the bag and you've got you're like, oh, I don't know how I'll ever use all these. Well, you won't ever use them if you never can find them. There's got to be another little. got one other place. Let me look. I know I have. Oh, we're gonna hit the camera. Yeah, I don't think it's in here. Maybe I can steal one off of something else. I was really wanting to find some of my yeah, they're so safely put away. See, like this is too big, but you know, like I have little ones of this stuff. And like see this little thing here, and it's got that little hole in the side, so you can put a charm on there and slide that on the top of one of your little creations. There's a little mini one, little mini ball. Okay, this is a big jump ring, but I'm gonna grab it. I think I'm gonna grab it. This is way too big, but at least it will give you the idea. Come on, guys, cooperate here. And you know, as soon as oh, here, look, see? See, that's what I mean when I say a bead cap. See, that's sitting down on top. You have to go and watch Treasure Books. That link I put in. I know I'm going to have an avalanche here, girls, in a minute. See, like this one. I wonder if I can get this. See, I already have this one knotted. Oh. Venus Dollar Tree sells jump rings and lobster claw clasps. It's not going to let me get that through that knot. Yeah. The hole's not quite big enough. I thought maybe I could do it. Well, you know what? Let's do it this way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. All right, so I'm going to put both of my little ribbons through that. Or at least I think I am. I think I am. Now I have to retie this. This is the tricky part. Because now I made my thread so short. This is a nail biter. But see, you can see how that little tiny decoration on top really makes it sweet, right? So what was I going to do? Okay, so that's this one I have. Now this jump ring is huge, but I've got a little, I was going to say muffin, but it's not a muffin. It's two little mittens, charms. Little charm. This isn't really what I was going to do most of my stream, so I guess I better get cracking. So like Natasha said, you know, you could just get out your beads and your buttons, sit in front of the TV, and whip up a couple of these. So now I'm going to loop this through and then add my charm, close my jump ring. Now, of course, you would use a smaller jump ring. It's driving me crazy. What the heck I did with my... I can see the box. It's got all the dividers. I've got copper. I'm not copper. I've got brass. I've got silver. I've got the fake gold. Yes, very cute gift for my elderly neighbor. This be a little charm I could give her when I take her out for my little, our little light seeing adventure. Okay, so now when I was working on this, I'm thinking, what if you didn't want a tree? And you could do any color scheme that you wanted. But what if you didn't want to do a tree shape? Well, I didn't have time to think about shapes or what else you might do. But how about just, you know, something straight, just two straight bits. So I'm going to take two pieces of twine. Yeah, girls, I have not tried this. I have not done this. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I was thinking about snowmen too. If you had white, stacking them and putting two little black buttons on. Yes, Judy, I was thinking the same thing. You could do a little snowman. All right, so I'm folding those string lengths in half, taking my twine. I'm going to do what Natasha did up at the top. I'm going to make this little loop-de-doo up here. All right, now this is thick but sometimes you can get some of this, what do they call it, hemp or a snow person. Yes, yes, if you have to be politically correct. I'm not a politically correct person. I like snowmen. Nothing against snow people or snow ladies. It's just how my brain works. Okay, so hello, Kathy. Happy Sunday to you as well. All right, so now I have my loop at the top, but now I've got two separate things, right? So I'm just going to start threading some stuff on here. And I'm going to see what I have. I don't think I have any. Now, see, I pulled these little ones out for tree stumps. This one's a little smaller. And I didn't, I'm going to cut these on an angle and cut one a little shorter than the other. I don't know who wouldn't like one of these. I mean, most people like little tchotchke things. You could add it to your key ring. I mean, oh gosh, I love key ring stuff. And you could start, you know what? You don't have to do buttons. Maybe you have beads. Maybe you have a lot of beads that you'd like to use. Now, I was just thinking Christmas when I was sorting through my, hey, Becca, sorting through my buttons this morning. Okay. So that's what I pulled out. But you can get any color you want for sure. The trick is, to me, if you're going to do the tree thing, like a graduated look, which now these I'm going to just throw on whatever color, because this is my crazy idea that I haven't worked out beforehand. So I've got a gray one there. Let me put another gray. And remember, if your buttons have 4 holes, you want to go opposite, not next to. And let me see, I've got a burgundy here. Let's do a burgundy. And as soon as that thread gets where you can't put it through the buttonholes, Just go on and trim it. Go on and give her a trim. Let's see. This looks really large. Even though I sorted, hey Janice, I could have done a better job at sorting. Eh, it's not too bad. That's a 2-holer. Do, 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 do. I do like my green. Let's have a little bit of green. See, you can make it as big as you want. See, now that's got a little bumpy bump there. He's not sitting up flat against that other button, so I'm going to take that off and flip him over. And you can really, if you have the beads, with a big enough hole that will take you whatever fiber you're using. See how much better that sits down on that button? There's no gapper. You could put beads in between. How cute would that? I'm sorry, how stinking cute would that be? All right, I'm going to do a pink. A pinky, pinky, pinky. Now, see that? I'm not liking that. I'm going to see how it looks going the other way. That's better. That's more better. And let me have a white. I'm going to go this way. And then I need something a little bigger. Let's see, what do I have? That guy still has thread in him. I'm going to go with this green. I'm going to go this way. Nice. Nice. This guy's really big, but see, this one has a little, I speak gooder English. This has a little, like a little recessed area. So I'm thinking that those buttons are going to just nestle down in there. Let's just see. That's really quite large. I wish I had something that graduates in size. Some of these still have like the, oh look, here's purple. Have like a little piece of metal. Let's try the purple. Yes, thank you, Judy. I'm thinking, what do I have? Little containers that I could put my, and we use these for our coloring our making our cookie color stuff for baking yesterday. Now see, I'm doing a 2-strand thing. All right, so I'm going to end with my purple, and I'm just going to do my leftover right over left. Actually, I wish I could have a little bit of filan. Okay, now like Peggy said, you could put beads or ramekins. Gosh, I wish I had some big hole. See, this has a bigger hole, but I don't think it's going to take both of these. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it will. This is where wire would be fun. It did. Let's just do this because we can. I can cut this apart and rework it, right? If I decide I don't like it. So, and then I want to go right over left. Now, that's just one half. So now over here, maybe I want to do something different. Maybe I want to just do a little something else to hang off the side. I'm going to start it with this crazy blue. And I'm flipping that upside down. Not liking it. I went the wrong way. I'm a little dyslexic. So I want to go into the round part. Now, you might not like it like that. So maybe you want to drop this down. Maybe I want to put a knot there. Bird feeder is not today. Hawk is ooh. I'm out of mealworms, so my bluebird friends have not been visiting me. I'm trying to find the best deal on mealworms, and then I get confused because some of them say they're for chickens. I guess bluebirds can eat that too, but I don't know if it's a bigger bug or I don't know. All right, so I put a knot there, so I want this to drop down and offset that a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to put a white one. I'm starting out small again because I'm working from the top down. And then I'm going to go gray. Well, I am going gray. I wish I'd go white. I love white hair. When our little Maltese was alive, I was always afraid the hawks were going to grab her. You know, like that one movie, The Proposal. Oh, I enjoy that movie with Ryan Reynolds. I think he's adorable. And Sandra Bullock. And the coach. I think he was the coach. Survivor in the, the suburbs. Alright, so I'm just threading the buttons, circling around the squirrels under the bush. Oh boy. I haven't seen my little chipmunk in a while. This one I'm not necessarily trying to make a shape of a tree. I'm just layering buttons, really. Now this one's really kind of chunky. Hey, Zena. Chunky monkey. And this one I'm trying to stay a little more neutral, I think. Nothing, I'm still threading buttons. This one I'm doing a double though, Safi. I put 2 pieces of hemp or twine together, knotted them at the top. So 2 strings here and 2 strings here. Now, I didn't pull out a lot of little buttons. Probably if I was going to do this again, I would put all little ones over here. But, you know, c'est la vie. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. Because I'm just doing this for an experiment. Just, we might not like it. We might not like it. Hi, Mina. Welcome back. See, now I put the bead on that one. I mean, these colors really don't go together. This is just like a prototype kind of. So if I want to do more like this, I know what I'm doing. Or so we can pretend. Okay, Zena. Do not stop at Wawa. Do not come home with a nice cold beverage. Okay. So I'm going to let this one go like this. I mean, it's different. But there again, like I said, if I was doing this again, I would pick smaller beads and maybe just stack them up all the same size and make it like dingly danglies, right? As G. Kerr would say. And then I could put my bulb pin on here. I could really put a charm on here. Put this little leaf on here. Let's see what that looks like. Not so great. It looks better hanging off of here. Let's see. I could put it here. I could right here. Cold beverage, yeah. I want something to wet my whistle. You get the idea. You're all creative people. You get the idea, huh? So, let's see if I can. Well, let me see if I still have the. So, if you want to really know how to do this correctly, let's see if I have it. Still have my. Yeah, there it is. This is Natasha's link. Treasure books. And she goes through and she shows you really how to put them all together. For those of you that just came in, I'll show you the ones I did earlier that look more like trees. See, and this one has the little bead cap on it. Okay, so there again, you just go with your imagination or whatever your project need might be. All right. Now we have to do clean up, everybody do their job. Clean up, clean up. Now, the next thing I'm going to work on today is a journal. I did a journal cover my last stream. I need to have a sip. I could use some more eyes. And I pulled out another one of my journals that was partially built. And oh, I think hubby's home. And let me see if I can scoop some of these up here. Get these in the little ramekins. And so I thought I'd like to, now I still have more to do on my cover. This is not the cover I worked on my other stream. This is a different project. I'll show you. Got little plastic bags. Okay, now we're talking to the dog. Look at all this jazz. It's hard to stay neat and clean when you're crafting. Okay, let me see if I can grab. What did I do with? Okay. Try and not make too much. See if we can stack some more of these up here. Get these out of the way. Bye, Peggy. Have a great afternoon. Back to the drudgery. Don't work too hard. All right, let's move this out of the way. Let me see if I can just sit it there without getting into any trouble. I don't know. We're going to try it. So this is the journal cover I'm working on now. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my hot glue gun. And this is, I had gone through and done a live where I went through and organized, whoops, sorry, hit the camera, organized journals that I had signatures put together for, and I had slipped them inside of covers that I was going to use. So this was one of them. This one I had put in a napkin on, and then I had a old earring that I purchased from the virtual craft vendors market, and I just seemed, thank you, Zena, it seemed like it needed a little something, so I painted on the earring. I took it was a clip, took the clip off, and I'm going to put that there. But I need to cover this. I think I'm going to use something like triple thick because I need to seal that paint on there. So that's going to go on there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this lace. I'm not going to do this part today because I want to work inside. I'm just going to show you. Thank you, ladies. So I'm going to glue this. I think this just needs a little something here. So this little bit of trim is going to go down the side here. Whether it wants to or not, it's going to go down the side. And then yesterday, I coffee stained. I stitched this together because it wasn't long enough. And then I coffee stained these two things. See, I tried to stamp on this and I wasn't happy with it. So then I'm going to, hi honey. So then I'm going to glue that down. And then this is going to go on top. Like that. So that'll be my spine. And then I'll put more of this little trim on the back side of the spine as well. So today I'm going to decorate, hopefully, some of my pages. Now some of them have some stuff already started. I did some stitching, but yesterday, or I guess it was Friday night, I put my signatures in, and I just used, it had some book plates, so I just trim those down, and then on my signature block I had a piece of this muslin type stuff and then some lace. So I'm going to glue this down. This can be a pocket, I think. This is going to wrap in. And I may have some kind of a pocket here. I haven't not decided on that yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the journal, and then I'm going to pull some stuff out and start to embellish some of the pages. At least that's my plan. And then we'll see where that takes us. I don't think Tanya is going to be on. She's got a lot of pain with her shoulder, and her surgery is not for a little bit yet. So we'll see. But if somebody sees Tanya pop on, I can pop off. And I don't know how long much longer I'll go. I mean, I usually like to stay on 2 or 3 hours, so we'll just see how it is. This is the digi that I printed out, and then I just took a lace edge that I liked and just zigzagged that on. Got a little tuck here, just trying to get a general feel, because I don't remember, because I did this a while ago. Pockets. So I need things to fill pockets. I need things to glue on pages. See, now that I'm looking at that, I'm thinking that might be too bright. Might need some stamps. So this is the center of my first signature. So I've got some stuff done. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tanya's had a rough go. All right, did a little bit of a flip out. Okay, that's all glued down. I pulled out a box of stuff. So now I just have to see what I have. But that's bright too. Okay, so it looks like each signature has a bright page. All right, all right. Another center, okay. It's a little hard getting into that. I guess I wanted this here. I might be changing my mind on some of this. Sherry says to Barbara, I finally found canvas to use. Dollarama had some. Canvas drop cloth, different sizes, great for dyeing. Wonderful. Those girls are in Canada. Okay, that's down. Flip out. Oh, flip out. Okay. See, because you forget. If I go through and I do a bunch of signatures and put a bunch of pages together, and then you sit it aside for gosh knows how long. Okay, so I wanted that on there. Not there. Okay. So now I want to start pulling out some stuff that I think I might be able to use in here. So I ran across those old gals. It's kind of a pinky beigey kind of a look. I can use that. I've got a bunch of fabric and little bits here. Got some black and white. Some, this is paper that's been stitched on. Not only do we live in Canada, we live in the same, oh, get out, in the same province, the same city. No. Have you ever gotten together? Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool, girls. Okay, this is not cooperating. It's like sliding. Let me see if I can put it over there. Okay, let's see. Scissors. Okay, get a little bit more of this stuff out of the way here. Now this box is a little large and I don't remember what is in here, but I'm going to start randomly pulling stuff that I think I can maybe incorporate in. So if you're new to junk journaling, or you feel like you're not creative or you don't have any ideas, that's not true. We all have ideas. And so if you just start going through stuff you have and try to think outside of the box a little bit and just pull some crazy stuff and then see if you can fit it in somewhere. We got together 5 days ago. Oh, girls, how fun. All right, so I'm pulling stuff that's beigey or pink or might have a little bit of green. So got a bag of, I'm sorry, got a bag of crap here. I'm just kind of thumbing through. Pulling out stuff that I think might work. I don't know about that stuff. See, I'm notorious for throwing stuff in a bag and then forgetting I have it. You're going to need all different kinds of little pieces because you can make little tuck spots. And you're going to need little bits. You might want to make little tags. That's not quite the right color, but I'm going to pull that out. A sheet of that. Gil said, I have yet to meet any other crafter in my area. Some in Michigan, but not close. Yeah, Sandra and I are thinking maybe we'll try to get together next year. Brenda, hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. This is a lot of stuff, and I'm thinking I might be able to incorporate. All right, here's some words, some little words, and here's some little beige colored tickets and stuff. This is real flimsy. That might work glued onto something. You were lurking? Yeah, lurk away. Nice to have you. Nice to have you here. It's nice when people, even if you're lurk, you just pop in and say hi and then go back to lurk mode. That's always fun. Sometimes I think I just want to lurk and then somebody says something and I think, oh my gosh, I just got to say something and then I have to open my big mouth. But it's hard. The other night I was trying to, who the heck was I watching? Oh, I don't even remember now. And I was trying to crochet and oh my gosh, it was so hard trying to crochet. Chat. Let's look through, we'll look through that stuff a little bit better. Some of this stuff, you know, you put it away and you forget you have it. At least I do. Yeah, I shoved everything. I jammed stuff in there. Alright, let's see if I can pull some of that out. You know what? See, I don't want to be digging for stuff when I start to work. So I want to have a halfway decent amount of things already pulled out so that once I get going, and I'm working the pages, I don't have to stop and dig stuff out. Now that might not work for you. And this is a piece of when I took a book apart. You can find this stuff on the back of a book. It's great for making clusters on a page. Okay, that stuff's a little too bright. That's a cool piece of paper. Some more book pages. That would be good. Oh, this is some, I think that's mulberry paper. Yeah, there's mulberry paper with a leaf. Some coffee dyed stuff. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to stick this on the floor. Okay, let's see here. See, this is what I do. I decide I want to clean my desk, and then I find an envelope or a bag, and I shove everything in there, and then I forget I have it. I don't want black. I have no idea where I got this or how this was made. But isn't it cool? It's like a layer of glue or something. All right, here's some avocado dyed stuff. The number 5, that looks like that might work. Roses. I love that coloring. It's a little too bright, maybe. See, this is some Timmy flowers. I saw these, I think this is maybe Heidi Swapp stuff. I don't know. It's like a piece of clear vellum. It had different images on them, and they were all like in different parts. I don't know what you're supposed to use them for, but I like to tuck them in journals. Got a lot of this stuff. The thing I don't like, oh, there's some good stuff. The thing I don't like about the punch outs is a lot of times they have those little nubbies on, and I can't stand them. I have to sand those off. I don't know if I'm in the mood for cleaning off a bunch of that stuff. There's some rice paper. You see all this junk I see? I'll throw nothing away. It's a piece of ledger paper. It's got some pencil writings on. Yeah, it does kind of look like Shrinky Dinks. Let's keep that out. Oh, look at this. 1979. Handmade paper, Barbara. There's an article on handmade paper. Might have to keep that. I was thinking I might like to have one of these pages to include in some cool recipes. Plain muffins. Hey, Jacqueline. Girl's Best in Cap. I don't think I'm going to take this page. I'll be able to use that. I don't know about that. We'll see. Got a lot of that stuff, okay. Kind of like this. This is some graphic 45 stuff here. Little coffee dyed calendar pages. I got some good jazz in here, girls. Some good jazz. No idea what that is. That looks like some kind of octopus thingy. Oh. Oh. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink. Oh, look at this. See, now sometime I'll be looking for that because of a farm journal or something, and I'll say, where did I put that? Look, I coffee dyed a lot of this stuff. Oh, that might work. Look how cute that is. I like that. Well, that's the problem with me. I like it all. That might work. Might like that stuff better than the. Oh, that's a double. I don't know if those other ones are doubles. I don't recognize that paper. That's cool paper. No idea. No idea where I got that. Kind of cool. Got a Crubby sketch check. Some good stuff in this box. Oh baby, oh baby. Alright, this is the final. I think I got this when I was in France last year. I took a sheet of that. We were in a charity shop in France. And I got these things there. Tissue paper I got there. A French map. These I stamped. Oh yeah, I remember this. I had to have these. This was from the art store. Oh, look. What's Barbara's idea? Melted chocolate on popcorn. Oh yeah, that does sound good. Maybe too much roughage, Gail. Look at that handwriting. Oh, gosh. I remember standing and picking these. My son was so patient with me. I remember standing and picking through all this stuff. See, but now the thing of it is, can I put it in a journal that I'm going to sell or hope to sell? Guess I want to put some coffee. I'll put some coffee dye on that. All right. That should give me something to work with and start on. So, oh my goodies, it sucks to get old. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. But the alternative ain't so great either. Okay. So I want to I always tear things the wrong way. So I'm going to want to layer and make pockets and places to tuck things. That's just what I like. You may not like that kind of thing. So then you don't do it. See, now I think that looks cute there, but I'm going to need something here. Let's see if any of this stuff would work. And it's basically just layering and stacking stuff on, and putting stuff that you don't think really could work. And sometimes it doesn't. See, that could be a little pocket. So then what I want to do is, did I put my, I did pretty well cleaning up the other day. At least I think I did. But the idea is if you want to, well, my suggestion, not the idea. Okay, Sophie's got things going. She's got sauces bubbling, rices ricing. Ooh, yum. Now to wait for the screeches every time I ask the boys if they've finished tidying up their Legos. I like to ink my edges. And I don't know if I put I've been getting better at putting my things away and cleaning up my little space here. I have plenty of room, but I'm messy. Now I can't get my fist in where I want to get it in to get I'm looking for my vintage photo ink pad. That's my go-to, really. And I don't see it. Maybe I didn't put that one away. I have more than one. Shocker. See, I'm behind in my Happy Mail, so I've got Happy Mail sitting here. It's all lined up. I'm waiting to get, I keep adding stuff to it. That's the other part of the problem. Instead of just sitting down and filling the envelopes and being done with it. Gosh, I cannot get my little boxes out today. They're quite attached to each other. If I just take a moment. All right, now I need a blending tool. I've got my mouse laying here upside. It's cattywampus, upside down. What does Gail say? Oh, did I ever thank you? Yes, you did, Gail. Yes, you did. I hope it was stuff you could use. But yes, you thanked me. Oh, I can't find my blending tool because it flipped off the back of my little wheelie bob. This one should work. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing stuff down as I see that I might like it. Now I'm going to want to stamp something on here. And if you want to stamp on anything and everything, you need to do it before you glue it down. I don't always remember. It's just the way it is, kids. It's just the way it is. And I'll see if I can get my little needle nose gluey bottle to work, which is always a bonus. And so my task this week is, because I can't believe, oh look, that's gonna, is, oh, I don't know if that's gonna glue to that fabric. I may have to put some Fabri-Tac on this side. My task this week is to get my Christmas gifts in boxes and then start wrapping. We got our Christmas dinner worked out. We've got our assignments made, so that's good. Maybe I'll just put a little dragonfly on there. Let's see. I need a little piece of blank, paper to see how my image will stamp. I'm going to go down on a flat surface here. That's better than it just being plain to me. I'm going to add some more glue, and then as I go through, if I see I might need Fabri-Tac on this, I'm thinking, and I see something that'll fit in one of these pockets, see, then I'll just go back and pop it in. Looks like that's going to stick. Maybe I'll offset that a little bit. Something different. Okay, Mina. All right, you take care. Have a great day. So Gail's done. Yeah, don't push it, Gail. Maybe just take a little rest today. See, now that's really bright, but see, the color pink works. So I'm going to fold this in half. See if Lori put her bone folder away. It's supposed to go in this little jar. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there he is. He's snuck down into the center. Okay, Barbara's got a scoot. All right, Barbara, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Oh, you know what? I'm going to trim the ends off. By that I mean I'm going to shape it. I'm going to round these corners just so it's a little different. But you want to do that before you ink. And if you're going to ink and do something like that and use this maybe as a little journaling space, make sure you put a little inky dink in there. So that'll look cute in there, but that needs a little something else. Does it not? That's too big. Maybe a little button or something. Maybe just a little piece of fabric. Maybe just a little piece of fabric and a little piece of cheesecloth. And I'll get my tiny attacher. I'm going to twirl that up so we can see that rough edge. Now you can always come back and add if you're doing anything like this, right? That's not gluing down there. So I'm going to get out my Fabri-Tac because there's a lot of threads under here. So for the fabric part of it, I think that will work better. Of course, it might help not to shove something in the pocket before it's dry. Just saying. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't want that in there because that's too much of a contrast. It's too bendy. It's too bendy. See, now if I put something like this in here, I'm hiding my, I'm hiding my paper. This is all, I have to think about that. All right, so I need something for the front pocket for sure. This is a, an index card. This would make a cute little booklet, right? Let's see what we have right here. Let's get some pages. Let's just tear stuff. Fold this in half. Oh, that's right. Hubby's got to make some cookies. He's got a couple of things to do this week. He's got a couple of clubs he's gonna go to. So he's in the kitchen whipping up some raisin cookies. So you don't have to fuss and take a lot of time, right? You can just do crazy things like this. Might want to make sure your words are right set up though. Just a couple of little pages. Now let's see, what can we do to the front of this? Let's see what we have here. And some of the jazz I pulled out. Maybe just, I know I did pull out a couple of Timmy things. Oh, Gailey does everything. He bakes, he cleans, he does the laundry. I'm telling you, you girls don't believe me when I say I'm the resident slug. I am the slug. I don't do anything I don't have to. And I get away with it. If I feel like baking, I bake. If I feel like cooking, I'll say, yeah, I'll cook tonight, or I'll make some soup. He doesn't really eat soup, so, you know. I don't think I've ever packed a lunch for him. He said, I'll do it. I said, okay. I've told this story before. I washed windows. I didn't do it right. Haven't washed a window since. Hey, Candy. No, ma'am. You don't have to tell me twice. I would do laundry, but I don't do it when he wants it done, so he does it. Okay. I would eventually make dinner, get something going, but he likes to do it. So, and now he's retired. Okay, Sherry, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. You have a great day. Okay, so these are kind of stained already. I'm not going to mess around too much with that. And I don't know if this is, Yeah, not long enough to get in there. I think I'm going to stamp some, let me just put my book up out of the way here. I think I'm going to stamp on this, maybe with my, I think it's called French script. I just had it, I just had it in my hand. I have two of these. One I took apart. Yeah, that'll fit. I get my little sample. Ooh, what'd you have, Ange? Inquiring minds. I don't think this stamp pad's especially juicy. Yeah. And, a lot of men are like, they'll do it if you tell them to do it. See, my husband's a lot like my dad. He didn't have to be told. But my dad was outside a lot. He was really into chicken, rice, and broccoli. Oh, that sounds good. But, yes, Ange is going to turn, exactly, Zena. Ange, you can turn into a little Mexican. Oh, I mean, like sometimes, like my sisters, when our kids were young, it's not that they wouldn't do it, it's just they didn't, give the baby a bath. There's his bottles ready, that kind of thing. It's not that he wouldn't do it. It's just, I wouldn't think to do it. Well, not the baby, but I mean, you know what I mean. It's just an example. See, I got some crumblies there I'm not crazy about. All right, so now what else can I put? All right, so I'm going to put that in there. Make a little book for that pocket. And I think I need some kind of little something. So I have this. That could go on the front. Glue that down. That'll make a little pocket. Right, kinds of things I just don't think to do. Like I forget if I was on going on a ladies' retreat, or our daughter was small. She was still in diapers. And I told him he had to get her dressed and ready for church. And I guess I was meeting them at church, coming back from the retreat. I don't really remember the details. But remember, some of you ladies that are my age, our kids used to wear the diapers, and then you would put on like a little plastic panty underneath. They had ruffles across the back. And I had a pair of those. I wanted her in those for church under her little dress. Hey, Dana. Whose birthday is it? So, I told him what to dress her in, yada, yada, yada. So I meet them at church, and I go to get the baby, and here he had the ruffles in the front. Angie, you wore those? That's how young you are? It's your hubby's birthday? Oh, happy birthday to your hubby. Well, I about split my side because he had put the baby, he had he put them on her. We had that part right, but then he had the ruffles in the front. They're supposed to go across their little tush. Across their little tush. I need a little something here. Methinks. Maybe a little, a little, you're 57. Yeah, rub it in, Ange. You and Zena. Zena's young. Zena, you're not even in your 50s yet, are you? Yes, right. Cloth diapers and ruffled butts. I love Maggiano's. Oh, what did you have, Dana? I love their, oh gosh, I haven't been there forever. My girlfriend loves their chopped salad. Okay, Savia said, Hubster got my 5-year-old dressed in the morning of their day. That evening, I find he's wearing his thermals of on top of his top, and he's wearing both inside out. Oh my gosh. Don't you just love it? Oh, so Buka. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that sounds delish. I love their, what the heck did I always get? Some kind of ravioli. Free eggplant to take home. Oh my gosh, I haven't been there in like forever. Okay, I'm looking for a little tiny piece of like crocheted something. Well, that's not tiny. I don't want to dig everything out of this bag. I'm sorry, I know some people are agitated by the noise this bag makes. See, I like this stuff, but it frays so badly. I know I could glue the end. Then I gotta wait for it to dry. I just need a little something, something. Oh, I need a little something, something, girl. See, this should all be out flat. Lori's got it all mashed in the bag. Not good. Not good. Not good. That's too big. I might need that somewhere else. I know I saw some little bits in here that I'm thinking would work. Yeah, like one of these, like one of those little fleurs. One of those little fleurs. Who's a year apart? Mom and Dad, 3 of us in cloth diapers. Ew. Wow. My kids are 14 months apart. It was like having twins. My daughter was a very easy child. Our son, not so much. So it didn't go insane. I didn't think about there being. Oh, look at this cute little bit. That might be cute. Maybe it's too much the same color. Oh yeah, I wonder if the Eagles are playing today. I forgot to ask my neighbor. I didn't do my neighbor call yet today. I call her a little later after I stream. I just had a Ferrero Rocher frap at the mall. So good. Never heard of it. I don't get out much anymore. Maybe I will ink this little bit up. I think I like that one better. Hey, Murray. Hello, hello. All right. So I think I'm going to attach that with a little bit of, wish I had scraped off I think I'm just going to attach that with a little bit of Fabric-Tac. I love it. The chocolates, Lori. Oh, thanks, Sophia. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, oh my goodness. My daughter used to call them French. What did my daughter say my grandson said? Oh my gosh, I forgot some Christmas song. Oh, um, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, something like that. But he wasn't saying chestnuts. He was saying something. I don't know. I think that was it. It's funny. I said I used to sing a lot of songs. I never had the right words to. Okay, now somewhere here from earlier, I have a little piece of twine. I'm going to see if I can make this work. So I'm just going to take and poke two little holes. I'm going to put them close together because I don't have a big piece of, I can get another piece of twine, but I'm going to see if I can make this work. It's very rustic. I'm just going to wrap that thread through that hole twice like a surgeon's knot. Pull it. Hey, Janet, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm going to do that again. I could add a little glue there. So it's just a little rough little booklet. All right, let's throw all my little bits over there. Get the book back down. And that'll be that. I don't know. I might end up putting something else up there. I get to do my final walkthrough. So that's my first page. Okay, so now I got this, I don't know, horrible white page. Oh, is it Hanukkah? Oh, happy Hanukkah, Candy. Just looking at the things that I've pulled out that might work in this spot. Gosh, it's really hard for me to part with some stuff. It's craziness. I mean, I've had this stuff forever. Sometimes it's just attaching, with a little paper clip. If I have a little paper clip handy here. Oh yeah, latkes. Oh, I'm not ready for some lunch yet, but I will be in a little while. Let's see if I have my little. No, I didn't pull any of them out. Okay, let's get a couple little paper clips out. Candy says, come on over anytime. Oh, we'll keep that little clip out. Let's see. Now, nothing is set in stone, so I may change my mind. But I think that page has enough going on. We'll just add that little paper clip for now. I don't like that whiteness there. Maybe I could put some Timmy tissue paper there. Let's see. Or a napkin. Something. Let's see. That might look okay. What else have I got? This is some Timmy tissue. Okay, let's see. Just testing, just testing. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Don't like that. I think I like this other piece. Now, I'm not going to do this now because, you know, it'll be all wet. But at least I have the idea. I think I want to put this piece here somehow and then build something else on this page. Huh, my phone just chirped, but I have no idea where my phone is in the rubble. So that'll go there. So we'll just move on. This, I think I can pretty much leave that the way it is. So one of my poorly eco-dyed pages. I might attach something up here. Oh, I forgot I had that. Okay. I don't think this is a real photo. I think this is a print. I mean, there's no markings on the back, but that might look cute there. So I think I'm going to stick that there. I know we put a little pouch or something up here. What if I put that at the top of the page? Let's see. All right, I've got to find my phone. I just... Sometimes sound seems like it's coming from a certain direction for me, but then it's not really coming in the direction I hear it. I can't imagine my phone is over here. Oh, there it is. Just my sister's checking in. Okay, so let me ink this. Oh, thank you, Janet. So let me ink this. And see what we can do here. Maybe I'll do a little divot here if I can get my that's not going to fit. Not going to fit. Oh, Peggy made, let's see what Peggy made. Peggy just sent me a picture. What does she say here? Made a button bell. Oh, she tied the bottom. Oh, I love the bow. Wait a minute, let me show you, girls. Peggy Fitzmaurice was in earlier when we were doing the buttons. Is Julie here? Hi, Julie. Okay, here we go, girls. Look. Cute, right? She put a like a rusty bell at the bottom. She says she should have used silver. Ooh, spaghetti sauce sounds good. I don't know what hubby's gonna make for dinner. Okay, I got distracted. It was a good distraction. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. I don't know if I can get to my little. I usually keep a smaller punch. This is too big. I can't get it to go. I can't get it to go in my pocket. See, and this is the trouble with me. Once I get an idea, I don't really want to let it go. And I know I have a little punch thing right here. I just have to unearth it. Or so she thinks. She thinks she just has to unearth it. I usually have a little plastic box here. Got my fingernail box. Oh, heavens, mercury worry. I did a video in my Jane Hankins. Oh well, just lose that. Those books are so big. Oh, Julie sent me a picture. Happy Paper People made an angel in a very recent live. Okay, hold on, Julie. I'm going to get yours. Aww, look how cute. Julie did an angel. Can you see it? So she put oh, what do you call it? Like an applique on the back to make it look like wings. She's got the little button and one of those little jewelry things. And then she stacked it in that A shape like a tree. Yes, that's what I went over this morning, Julie. Oh, it's a butterfly. Okay. How sweet is that, Julie? That's adorable. Oh, thanks for sharing, girls. How cute. Now, hopefully, I don't call anybody because I never close my phone and then I end up calling random people. I was so embarrassed. I don't know if this is going to fit in here either. Okay, gotta let it go. Gosh, I wasn't online very long, and I'd sent a message to somebody. Now, see, the back of this is not, it's going to be glued. So, I forget who I was sending a message to. Maybe Ann Lar. I don't remember. Anyway, we were all on a feed together for something. Murray's got to use up her puzzle pieces. Anyway, I ended up calling them. Oh my God, it was Janet Nash. She's in the UK. Janet Nash, I think it was Ann Lar, Becky, and there was somebody else, I think. I slipped my phone into my bra and I dialed them. I am working on a journal, Mary, that I did the cover, not on video, the other evening. I think I was doing it while you were on. So I did my cover. It's not finished. Got a few more things to add. And then I put my book block in. So now I'm embellishing pages. I know, a boob dial. I was so embarrassed because I didn't really know these ladies. I didn't really know them. Okay, I'm going to get out my new best friend. Oh, thank you, Mary. I'm going to get out my soft gel. And I'm going to put some on here. You got some craft stuff for yourself for Christmas, Dan? You're going to wrap them? Good for you, kid. I picked out a handbag. My youngest sister is obsessed with nail dashes and this company called Portland Leather. Oh my gosh, their leather stuff is beautiful. Okay, Gail, you're going to go take a rest. All right, sweetie, have a good nap. Don't work too hard. Take it easy. No rapping today, Gail. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Gail's not feeling quite herself today. Okay, so I'm just gonna smush some on the top of that. Of course, I took my water jug in the other room. Ooh, Julie, that sounds like a great idea. I love my little premieres. All right, let's find a little something else to go on here. Let's maybe do a little cluster. I'm going to try to keep it on the flat side. That little piece I think is going to stick down because that gel medium is still a little goopy. Mm, mm, Hey, there's Carol. Hi, Carol. Let's see. Let's get a little piece of pink. A little piece of pink. What do you think? Cheesecloth. That's avocado dyed. They are expensive. That's the thing that's bothersome about color pencils. 'Cause now I've started with the color pencil classes, and I grind them up. Like some of the live classes that she does. You print off your line art, and then she walks you through and teaches you how to do different things, right? Well, I print them too big, and I see my black pencils, and these are probably polychromos and luminance, which are even more expensive than your Premier, and I'm grinding them down. Oh my gosh! So I am printing a lot smaller because, first of all, I need the colors for other projects, right? Oh, thank you, Janet. And just see all that money just getting. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of my twine here, or it's not really twine. I think it's some kind of hemp. I think it got a little knot in there. I'm going to cut that off. So I don't like it's a personal thing. I don't like my buttons Oh, good, Mary. And you know what? I had a problem with Mary said she posted the streamathon schedule I had sent her. All right, I'm untwisting this, ladies, and because I want a thinner piece. I don't want this thick of a piece in my button. And I'm thinking I was on my community tab and I'm thinking it looks so much better. What did I do? Here I was on my phone. And of course, when you open it on on a mobile, it didn't all line up, so it looked cray cray. But I'm going to go in later today or tomorrow, Murray, and fix all those URLs like you said, make them smaller, and hopefully other folks don't have a problem. They are great. They're easy to use. You've got a lot of colors, Julie. Um, So you have a lot of options that way. See, I'm so dyslexic. I want to go down. Isn't this button cute? It's got like a little shimmer on it, like a mother of pearl. They're easily, you can easily replace them. There's like, like open stock. Not all their colors are light fast, but not everybody's worried about that. They blend really nicely. It's a good pencil. Now, the lady I'm studying with, she works on a pastel matte surface, so she needs a harder pencil than the Prisma. But like Dee Dee and a lot of people that do portrait work professionally, they use the Prismas and do, very well with them. Yeah, YouTube doesn't have, but I didn't know that, and I'm so thankful that you mentioned that to me. So I just, for people that are gonna come visit or check that stream um, schedule out, you want it to be easy for them. You don't want them to be frustrated. So, hey, Barbara Clark, how are you? Nice to see you. Totally impressed. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear from one more gal. I heard from my one international gal. She had trouble with my email, so we're connecting. So I'm hoping to fill that early morning slot. So I think we'll be good. We'll be good. Should be fun. What the heck do I have on the end of my glue gun? All right, I'm just, no, this is going to make this a little thicker, but you know what? The button's not that thick. And, oh, my pleasure. Hey, there's Stephanie G. Hi, Stephanie. So let's put that, see, I've got this paper clip here. So I want to keep that in mind. So maybe I'll move this over to the center. And then whoever could journal down here, right? I'm not a writing journal kind of person, but lots of folks are. So now this still has to dry. Let me hit that with my heat gun a little tiny bit. I just want to remember what page it goes on. Make sure that top is open. All right, so I'm going to set this off to the side. I think I'll remember. Okay. So then this maybe can go here. I think I'll need something there, but let's just keep walking through here. Moors and Heats. So this is a little flip out page. I could have some kind of a pocket or something here. Okay, somebody asked about Tanya. I don't I don't think Tanya will be streaming unless she's having a really good day. She's having a lot of last I spoke to her, which has been a week or so now, she's having a lot of pain with her shoulder and she is scheduled for surgery. Um, but I think that's not till, gosh, she did tell me, and I think I have it in my phone. Um, but she's got a little ways to go yet before it's time for her surgery to be scheduled. I mean, it is scheduled, but for the date to come up, I forget the exact date now. I don't want to misspeak. I'm not sure if I like that. Just think I want something going on here. I want a little something something. Thank you, Barbara. December 22nd. I don't know why I was thinking it was later than that. But she's in a fair amount of pain. Yeah, she had COVID, her and Jeff both, when they came back from their vacation. They were, not feeling great for quite a while. And then between that and her shoulder, she's had a rough go. So, and maybe she might pop on to chat or whatever. I don't know. Excuse me. So I'm flipping from side to side. I want a pair of scissors that don't have the little ridges. Yes, I believe she's better from the COVID. Excuse me, now I have a tickle. I have a little tickle. Yeah. So, and she may have information on her community tab. I don't know. But that's what she's not going to. She's not going to stream for the streamathon because she's going to be recuperating, and I think that's a pretty lengthy recuperation for that surgery. I don't want to misspeak there either, but I think it's what do they call it, Barbara? Rotator cuff or something like that. All right, I'm just kind of fussy cutting this little rose. I wonder how it would look if I took some one of my Timmy crayons. I don't know if I have the right shade. I have some kind of a pink. Let's see. Might not be able to tell this. If I put a little, it might be too much the same. I'm gonna dampen my finger. Repairing a torn rotator cuff. Okay, great. Thank you. 8 weeks, at least. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really see a difference there. Let's see if I have another. Maybe if I just do the vintage photo. Oh, great! You just subbed to Xena. Yeah, I know, Mary. You're a mod, but you're probably in the middle of something. But a lot of the girls in here do have channels, especially for the replayers. If they can, you can check out some of these folks like Xena, Mary, Carol, a Canadian artisan. If you go to YouTube and put those names in, look at some good channels. Tanya McGuire, we're talking about her. Xena the Sassy Crafter. I don't know if this is doing really what I was thinking it might do. Probably should. I've got this tool that I bought to trim in places. Thanks, Mary. In places like this, but I haven't tried it yet, and I have a feeling it's not going to work the way I think it should. I'm not liking. Well, that looks a little better, that side. So I'm on the fence about that. I'm not going to commit to doing it until I'm sure I will like it. Thinking I might like to just staple that on there. See, now this is a little bit I took off. It's got that little rosebud. So how bad would that look? Pam, there's Pam. Oh, my story about the distress crayons. I traded away some distress crayons with Laura Sullivan because she liked them and she was wanting them, and she agreed to make something for me that she doesn't normally make for people, So we worked a deal. I was thrilled. Sent her some of my crayons. And then because she wanted them and she liked them, she started use them. This is she was the Jersey crafter, and her name is Laura Sullivan. She's still around from time to time. And I saw her use them and I thought, what the heck did I get rid of them for? I had no idea what to do with them. So I bought them all again. Okay, so I cut off that little bit that was on this, inked it a little bit, put a little bit more of the cheesecloth, and I'm going to glue that on. That can be like a little bottoms up tuck spot if that makes sense. I'll just put that there. So I just bought some more because Joanne Fabric had that great sale there for a while, so I bought some more. It's crazy. It's craziness. But that's how I am. Okay, so now we've got this. Okay, I've got another little bit of that. Let me be thinking on that. Sometimes stuff like this is just not, this is just a sheet of paper, a piece of paper from the Work Basket. That's an old-timey, crafty type little magazine, little booklet. And thank you, Mary. She just got Pam in there. And so sometimes I like to put this on a piece of cardstock or heavier paper. See, it looked like I got a lot of stuff out to, Barbara said, I like the distress crayons for adding just a little extra. Yes, yes, absolutely. And you can work them just as is. You can rub them with a baby wipe, a little bit of water. You can put them on a glass tile and like watercolor paint with them. Oh yeah, I like this. Okay, so I have this edge deckled here, so I'm not going to put a straight edge on there. But let's find a place where I can use this as a pocket. This is a little side pocket. Oh, see, here's the other part of the my eco dye paper. Maybe put that there. That might work there. Now you're probably not going to see this too much. Oh no, you can see it pretty well. You know what? I think I've got something darker on this ink pad, and I didn't mark the lid because that's coming out a lot darker than the vintage photo. I feel like my voice is getting deeper as the day goes on. Pam says she's going to try to come on sometime today to show off the jacket she made. She's been working on a denim jacket. It looked adorable. It's a jacket she purchased. And then I think I don't know if she totally dismantled it, but she was remaking it for, I think, a friend. It looked really cool. Really cool. All right. Let's glue that down. Still have a piece of leaf there. And I've got golden matte medium in my little dispenser here. So now if I put this on here, so I can see some of that leaf coming out, which I kind of like that. I kind of like it. So we'll give that a nice little press. Get rid of some of my clippings. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to use this on the outside of the book, but maybe I need a little. I don't have a lot of really narrow, like lace trim, so I try to keep an eye out for those kind of goodies. A lot of my stuff is wider. I don't know if I need a little something there. That might look cute. Let's do it. What's Julie saying here? All right. Pam said I bought a denim jacket so I could take it apart and use as a pattern. Oh, okay. To make a new jacket. Cool. Prismacolor pencil set 150 is $299. I know. See, the thing is that for me, like the pencils that I had to buy for my art academy, I went ahead and bought a couple smaller sets of, I bought a set of the luminance and I bought a set of the polychromos. But a lot of the colors I don't need. I always make my decisions too fast. I should have waited to see what was what. But then when you want to start a project, you don't know what you need, and all that jazz, right? But I should have waited. Okay. I need to put a little something underneath here. This is just, I'm using the plastic so I don't get glue on the page underneath, because I'm going to try to put a thin bead of this Fabri-Tac down the edge of my paper. And now in hindsight, I wish for me and what I need and my color pencil needs I wish I had waited and picked out the individual colors. Oh, come on. This is like that ketchup. Anticipation. Pam says she just needs to do an embroidery patch to sew on the jacket for a final touch. That sounds great. I know. I hear you, Julie. It's nice to have all the colors. And I thought I had most of the Prismacolors, but there was a color the other day I was looking for I didn't have. That's what it, for me, getting ready for a class at this academy. It's called Bonnie Snowden, the Bonnie Snowden. I don't know if the word "the" is in there. Bonnie Snowden. Oh my gosh. My husband sounds like he's fighting with the refrigerator. Hon. Jeez. Um, I can't even think. He's making so much noise in the kitchen. Honey, what are you doing? Jeez, trying to get a cookie rack out and it was stuck. He kills me. Kills me. Anyway, takes me an hour to pull my colors. And then if you got a couple projects going, you only have one. Oh, it just, that's, for me, that's the nightmare of my color pencil academy. Okay. So there might be more that will end up on that page, but that's good. That's good. Sorry, I was kind of screaming in your ear, but he frustrates me. I keep telling him when I stream, honey, could you just, be a little quiet? And then he gets involved in these things and, ooh. Okay, kind of like, see, now I'm like all over the place. This could use a little roughen up here. A little grunge. I used a Stampin' Up stamp there just to give that page a little something. And I don't know if this is a Tim Holtz piece or not, but it looks like it's not real. It's, faux ephemera. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm thinking I might like a piece of, no. I'm thinking to peel a piece of some of this linen tape. Oh my goodness, look at this, what a mess. Janet says Carol's asking Janet what she's working on, and she is working in a clue book. And Barbara's going into lurk mode. She's going to get dressed and get some coffee. I cut a little piece of this. And then if I put this on a piece of cardstock, I can make a little pocket. I might want to stitch through that. Carol said, yes, Anne and I continued on a little while after and did a few more glue book pages. Cool. Oh, thank you, Janet. Okay, let's see. Let's turn my machine is still not well. But I'm usually do okay with the top stitch part. So let's just see if I can get my foot to the foot pedal. That's the bigger problem. Just do a little, see if I can do a little zigzagger. A little zigzagger, just to give this a little something, something. Well, it helps if you put the foot pedal down. Now I did it, and I'll have a light thread in here, so I did it with the lighter thread. So that'll give me a little contrast, which is nice. Generally, that's nice. See, now that look like it's stitched okay. Stephanie said, I have dug myself in a hole, still learning how to make journals, making 2 Christmas journals for little man's teachers. Ah, yeah, wow. You know, even if you just give them the base, they can add to it, you know, so I'm doing, I've got some things to crochet to finish up, and I was hoping to finish one last night and didn't get it done. All right, this is a very thin piece of chipboard type, and this, of course, is the linen tape, and I don't want that to come apart, so I'm going to unglue it. You know, take the backing off. He wanted 12 pages. I said about 5 or 6. Well, when you count, you know, you end up with more 5 or 6 because, you know, you got the double sides and stuff. Candy said, I made one for my chiropractor using kids' board books. You didn't have to worry about binding it. That's a good idea. Candy's got a lot of good ideas because, let's see if you know what, girls, I didn't think about. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get this off without tearing my stitches out. Go down that side. Down that side. The backing paper is a little stronger than I thought. All right. I'll add a little glue just to be on the safe side if I can get my... Now I'm just going to glue that on this piece of chipboard. It's not really chipboard. This is like a pillow pocket. Really nice weight material though, but I've been taking them apart and using them for this kind of stuff, or making sides of journals, you know, like covers, because it's such a nice weight. All right, let's see. Oh, I can smell those cookies. I can smell the cookies cooking. Well, I use different ways, and the girls in chat might be able to help you with that, Ange. The pamphlet stitch, I think, is the easiest. And I like the pamphlet stitch, but I mean, you'd have to look. I bought a tutorial from Nick the Booksmith, so I'm sworn to secrecy on some of the ways she shows you. Getting a cramp in my old paw over here. Yep, sewing them in is a good idea. I made these pages. I was watching Shannon Green, and I made these pages. I had a date timer of some kind. I bought it at a thrift store, used. There weren't many pages written on it, and I used my watercolor paints, and the pages got all crinkly, and it's small. They're not very big, but there's Shannon does something with. Oh yeah, I can offset that a little bit. Magazine pages or something in watercolor, and she stacks them all together, and then she drilled the holes through them and then stitched it. Oh, I want to do that so bad. And I asked my husband to build me like what do they call it, a book press or something. You squash the pages together, and you have some kind of apparatus, book press, I guess you call it, that holds the edges of your paper together, and then you glue them. So that's what Shannon did. You got to get them all even, and then you glue them, and then when that dries, she drilled down, and then she hand stitched. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cool. So freaking cool. I so want to do that. Janet says yes, it holds them all tight. Yeah, and then you can, they're all even, like they don't get all wacky. Oh my gosh, I so want to do that. So I got my pages sitting behind me. I've had them done for probably a good 6 or 8 months. But see, I'm just freaky. I love the way those pages feel and sound, when you paint on the papers or you put water on them and they get all crinkly and bumpy. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. All right, so somewhere in the stuff that I pulled out, I think I have little tickets or something. Let me hold this down while I rummage through my stuff. Oh, that might look cute in there. We'll see. This is a little picture. She used something that was not a traditional book press. You're right, Janet. And you know what? I don't really remember. It could have been. Oh, these are little faux tickets. Oh, I don't know if I like them so much. These are real flimsy whimsy. I don't know if I like that. What if I glue these? I know I have. See, I like these because they're beige. What did Julie say? I think Nick, the booksmith, has done that. Oh, maybe. There was a gal I used to watch. Oh my gosh, I don't know her name. She's international. Oh, it was a long time. It was a couple years ago. Her journals are really cool in the way she would do them. Really cool. I know. That's very helpful. I'm sorry. I apologize for not for not having a better. You know what? I'm gonna see how this looks if I glue these on here. Let's see. What could I tell you that we might be able to find her? Like one of the covers she did was she took, say, a stencil of a rose. I'll just use a rose as an example because that's all I can think of right now. And she put texture paste through it on a piece of chipboard. I think it was chipboard. And then let that dry. And then she She dyed a piece of, say, lightweight muslin type of fabric. And of course, you know, she let that dry. And then she took the fabric, put glue all over it, put the fabric down, and then really pressed and worked that fabric out in every little crevice of that um, texture paste image. Does that ring a bell? Did anybody ever see a video like that? Gosh, I forget the lady's name. She had some really cool videos too. All right, I'm gonna heat that up a little bit. Lori, have you ever used liquid watercolor? I picked up 2 bottles of Ecoline from Michael's, and they were in clearance for $3. I have Ecoline ink. Oh, no, it wasn't Barbell one. This girl was over in the UK somewhere, I think. Janice. She has an English accent. Could be Scotland. She's over in the UK somewhere. I have like the watercolor in the tube, Xena, but not liquid. If I'm understanding you, I'm not like liquid like acrylic paint liquid or liquid like an ink. I'd have to go back several years to find that lady. That's when I was several years. That's when I was first discovering YouTube and finding Katie and all you gals. So that's been a good 9 years ago or so now. 8 years ago. She just has some really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I know she had, it's not the other gal I was talking about a month or so ago. It's not Jabid Neri that does the mechanical forest. And I will say it again. If you have not watched that video of her journal of the mechanical forest, it's freaking amazing. You got to watch it. It comes in a glass bottle with a dropper. Oh, is it watercolor or is it ink? Because I have ink like that. I have whole set. Mine don't have droppers though. Now that I think of it, I used a little pipette. Yeah, I think so, Janice. It might be the same gal. She sounded like she might have been, an older gal. Jabid is a younger gal. Well, younger than me. I don't know if I want to try to. Maybe I'll just leave the back of this blank. It's a watercolor, huh? How about that? Cool. Yeah, mine are inks. Probably not going to like this now that where have I got one of those little, let me see if I can get a little a little paper clippy, a little paper clip. Do, 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 do. I watched oh, Janice, that might be no, I don't know. You might be close though. You might be close. That does sound like it might be right. I watched like Christmas last night. So good. See, for me, it's all about like tucking and layering and, doing different stuff like that, right? And sometimes you see other people do stuff and you say, ugh, I couldn't do that. And then you try to do it and you think, oh, theirs looks so much better. But then you go back and look at yours and it don't look so bad. I'm putting a little paper clip on the end of that to hold it shut. I'm feeling like I need a little something there. Need a little piece of lace or something. Marie says, I have some liquid watercolor that was gifted to me. It gets mixed up with my ink bottles. I use it, but not exclusive, usually in a mixed media piece. Thank you, Mary. All right, let's see. See, this I've cut. It's a piece of lace that I cut. All right, this may not work, but let's give it a go. What I'm thinking is if I put this down, maybe then to coordinate this, I'll take a little piece of this tape. Oh my gosh, it smells heavenly in here. He's making cookies. Maybe if I just use these little bits. And stick this on. We'll see. First, I should probably take some Fabri-Tac. Like, when is it too much on the page? You know what I mean? Like, just keep adding and loading stuff on. But then when you go through your journal, there's places to tuck or write stuff, hide stuff, just pretty things to look at. Need some color, Ange? Yeah, this will give it a little color. Thanks, honey. All right, a lot of this stuff, I use my X-Acto knife to get it to peel away from. Okay, let's see. Let's mix this up a little bit. I'm going to put one in the middle. I should have probably added some glue to this tape. I mean, this linen tape, this is by Tim Holtz. I don't know about other brands. But this seems to stick pretty good, but it doesn't hurt to add a little extra, in my humble opinion. And then I'll come back to that other coloring of that There it is. Cena said, I'm trying to get Jen to watercolor with me on a live. That would be fun. I'm not good with watercolor. My sister's good. Of course, she doesn't think she is. Do they have a lot of good colors? Like where you had some variety? I didn't add extra to that. I'm so easily distracted. All right. See, I didn't really ink the edge of this page very well, did I? Let's add a little bit. I'm trying to get away from using really white paper in my journals as I go through my creative journey, you know, learn stuff and kind of, if you will, develop my taste. Zena said she can try it on her Christmas masterboard she's working on now. That's a cool idea. That's very cool. See, now I got another white page I have to deal with. Ay, ay, ay. I drive myself crazy. See, I've got that there, so I don't want to cover that up. Let's say, my blue heaven. My blue heaven. That's a possibility. I'll attach it because I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to get ready to rock and roll, kids. I'm going to need another little break to the loo, and I need some lunch. I need me some lunch. Oh, I should. Oh, there it opened. Look how cute that is. Sticker queen, huh? I love tags like this. That looks good in there, huh? That'd be a workin'. That'd be a workin'. What did I do with... I pulled out a page of an old... let's see. Like an old date book. So put that in there. But see, then it covers the tag. I like seeing the tag. Marisa, when she went out urban sketching, she used pan watercolor and kept a side piece of paper as a wipe off. It makes a good backgrounds. Cool. Just like glued all this stuff down. Seeing if I have another place to tuck this. I've got something in there. As you can see, there's still plenty to do in this journal. This, I'm wishing I had made the pocket on the other side. This is kind of hard to get into. That's an idea. Putting that on there is an idea. No, not so much cookies. I'm hungry for some food, actually. Of course, I'm sure a cookie will be involved. I'm thinking about putting some gesso on some of these brighter pages. This will be a tag. That's not done yet. Maybe I'll fold this down and put some kind of lace on this. I keep picking up this button I don't want to use. That's very cute. Let's see, is this dry? This is pretty dry. Let's go back and add this on. That I'm going to put here. This is just off a hair. I can't tell you how that drives me crazy. Mary, you coming on later? Later this evening? It's still a little damp. I'm going to put my heat gun on it a little bit more. I'm still having problems with my teeth. I don't think my new tooth is gonna stay in my head. I guess I could trim these a little bit. Okay, Mary will be on at 6 Central. Okay, let's see. I think this will work. I like to stay on longer, but I've been on 3 hours. Somebody else might want to get on. Pam wants to get on and show us her jacket. And I need some nourishment. I don't know if I ate anything today yet. How sad is that? You just don't know. I just don't know. Okay, let's give that a little press. So, and then I'm going to be on tomorrow evening at 6 Central, 6 Eastern. Mary's going to do the DD paper dolls tonight. Very good. That sounds cool. I might be in lurking mode. Depends on if there's a football game on or... Oh, I do love a Triscuit. Oh, I was just talking to my daughter and my son-in-law. We were talking about... he kept asking his kids yesterday when we were having pizza, "You want some hot sauce?" And they'd giggle and say, "No, Daddy," you know. He had that green stuff. Ooh, that stuff's hot. Anyway, we got talking about horseradish, and I was remembering an appetizer my sister Nancy used to make. You take a block of cream cheese, you put that on the plate, and then you take apricot preserves, and I don't know the measurements, apricot preserves, horseradish, and I think black pepper, and you mix that up and you drizzle that over top of that block of cream cheese, and then you served it with Triscuits. I haven't had that in a long time, and it was so good. So good. So now I'm hungry for that. I think chances are slim Laura's going to get that anytime soon. That's too wide. All right, so I've got to dig through some other stuff I have. Oh, that little card might fit in there. I'll put that in temporarily. All right, so this is what's been keeping me occupied when I'm off my channel. And of course, like I said, I've been crocheting like a mad woman. I decided to make some Christmas gifts, sooner rather than later, as usual. So that's the story there. So maybe some folks keep an eye out for Pam. She may be on later. Mary will be on 6 Central. Tomorrow morning, we have Dee Dee comes on. It's Monday already. And Janet Nash. And then we have usually Lisa in the afternoon on Mondays now, I think, right? And I know I'm not remembering everybody. Don't forget to check your favorite artisans who are going to be in the New Year's Eve hop. Some of them, if not all of them, might have the schedule posted at this point. I have it on my community tab. spread the word, and I hope you'll be able to join us at some point. And thank you, Mary. Thanks for being here, ladies. And I thank my mods. They're always great. You have a good afternoon too, Carol. Thank you. And I think that's all I need to tell you. Angie's going to take a nap. That's because she had that good meal at the Mexican restaurant. I don't know. Zena might pop on late sometime too, right? Z, you might pop on. I think. Does Xander? Bye, Janet. Does Xander come on Sundays? She might come on this afternoon too. Maybe 4-ish. I'm thinking. I do have a lot of us written down, but I know there's a lot more streamers now. Zena might come on. Okay, cool. All right, girls, take care. Thank you so very much. And don't forget, take time to be creative. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.